Hello, John. I want to make sure I was recording. So I wanted to show you this is the sleeve cylinder that had the damage in it that you had found. It has a low compression. Now down at the bottom, you'll see a little bit of a. I'll see if I can point at it right here. A little bit of change in texture and color down there. There's a shelf. Basically, you leave a shelf down there, and when the sleeve goes in, then it gets held captive between that shelf. You don't bore all the way through between that shelf and then the head, which is over here. It's been in the dip tank, and that's why it's got that color. Now the next step, of course. Now here's your hardened seats. So your exhaust valves have the hardened seats, and they aren't necessary on the intake valves because your fuel lubricates and cools the intake valves, but the exhaust valves have the seats. So I don't know if we talked about that before. I think we did, but at any rate, then the next step will be to number all these valves. They've been the seats are cut in and then ground, and then we'll number all these and lapped, and we'll number all these valves, and then this will go in the hot tank, and any metal that's remaining in it gets washed out. Anything that's remaining in it from the machining processes that we just been through gets pulled out. And then also the surface, basically the paint prep is almost all done. We'll go over every surface with a wire brush on a die grinder. We have several die grinders set up with their wire brushes on them, and we just switch die grinder depending on what it is that we're area that we're detailing, from a cut brush to a wheel and so on and so forth. You can see it's been detailed a number of times with different colors that show up here. So anyhow, that's and then of course then there was a second sleeve. What was the damage? I can't remember. We put the second. Oh yeah, pitted plate. So it didn't have a big gouge out of it, but it had a pitted. It was badly pitted. So so we were concerned about that one. So we sleeved 2 cylinders. We were planning on 1 initially, but we're going to do 2. And then also this has to be honed. So that's the other step. And the crank. It was up on the shelf the other day, wasn't it? Yeah. Crank's right here. It's all ready to go, and it's all. And we got the bearings. Crank went 20 thousandths over, and then all the rod bearings we went 10 thousandths over on those. So cam was good, and so we didn't do anything with that. Oil pump ended up being good. Didn't do anything with that. So anyway, just wanted to show you where we're at with the engine. Thank you, sir.